I'm joined now by David Kohler, CEO of Mimi's Rock, trading on the TSX Venture under the symbol MIMI. David, welcome.
Thank you.
David, tell me, what does Mimi's Rock do?
Mimi's Rock runs a number of dietary supplement brands, most notably the Dr. Tobias brand of products.
Oh, okay. Where are they available?
So today they're available on Amazon.com and Walmart.com and through some very small other selected portals, but we're planning a global expansion. In fact, as recently as yesterday, I think it was, we shipped our products to Amazon Canada. So we're globally expanding. We're going into Canada and other markets around the world in the very near future.
Wow, that's really impressive. And so tell me about the products. Give me some examples.
So we sell 30-odd dietary supplements. Our top seller by value is omega-3 fish oil. We have an enteric-coated fish oil product, which is extremely popular with our clients. I mentioned that it's enteric-coated because it tends to dissolve lower in the digestive tract than typical fish oil products, so there's no fishy afterburp often associated with it.
Right, I know it well.
We also have a top-selling product on Amazon called Colon Cleanse, which is very popular.
That sounds like fun.
It's an interesting product for sure, and there are visible results, which is not something you can say about every supplement.
I don't even want to think about what that means. Okay, so you sell the stuff on Amazon and Walmart. Are you guys a profitable company already?
We are. We went public via RTO in May, but we didn't raise any capital at the time because we are cash flow positive. So we acquired the business, the Dr. Tobias brand, which was founded in Germany. And we bought it, as I said, it was a US-only business and with intention to scale globally, but it was profitable out of the box. So we've been able to maintain our profitability and with expansive growth plans for the future.
Okay, so is this cannabis related?
No.
It's not. Okay, so this is not a cannabis product.
Yet.
That's so funny. We every other thing we do here is cannabis.
Well, I'd be lying if I didn't take the opportunity then to jump in a bit on that. CBD infused products, CBD products, hemp oil and things of that nature are in our forecast. So as you may or may not know, the Farm Bill in the US didn't really clarify a national formulary or regulatory strategy in the United States. So while many companies are selling it carefully, we'll say, in selected states, Amazon, for one, has chosen not to distribute CBD or hemp-based products on their portal until we have a national regulatory framework that supports it. There are interstate commerce rules and the such that make it difficult to transit products.
Right. Okay. So basically, this is a case of being where the puck's going to be, so to speak.
Well, we think so. I mean, when we looked at this business originally, there was a couple of macro forces in place that we really liked. One is that dietary supplement use in the developed world is increasing dramatically, almost 10% compound annual growth rate. So the tide is coming in on people's use of supplements, and that's driven by a number of things, we believe. Certainly things like availability of information. You've probably heard of Google. People go to the internet now as a first line of diagnosis and treatment in many cases. The advent of social media, influencers, things of that nature often drive people's behaviors. So if a popular star says, hey, this product, turmeric, changed my life, people will start to use it. So there's a real influx of consumers into that space. So that was the first kind of macro trend. And the other is just the simple drift from bricks and mortar to e-commerce for consumers. People are not going to the stores the way they used to. You can see that, unfortunately, in a lot of retail environments. You're seeing store closures and such. So while we didn't create either of those macro forces, obviously we think our business is well positioned in that environment. So we bought a business that sells supplements, and we're staying focused on wellness products, and we are only selling online.
Fantastic. So what does your sales profile look like for a year at this point?
So great question. We're not offering guidance at this point in our journey, and I'll tell you why. The business has grown substantially since its inception in early 2012. You see numbers like 50%, 80% growth year over year, which isn't sustainable, obviously, as the value gets up. But we see tremendous opportunities to continue to ride that tide and to continue to be profitable as we do so. So we have a number of new initiatives coming online. I mentioned earlier that we intend to scale the business. We're launching in Canada. We launched on Walmart. The business was not there when we bought it. We are launching in Germany in the new year and other jurisdictions and other product lines. We've entered into an agreement for our first pet supplement, which will also launch in January. We've co-branded a basket of men's-focused products with Lennox Lewis, the former heavyweight champion of the world. We have all these other initiatives coming on stream, and while I can tell you the date we will first sell them, what is difficult to ascertain is how quickly that curve will grow. So we've learned a lot of lessons. We certainly will apply that which we know about the way online consumers engage with brands,
Sure.
and we could be able to apply that to the new products we're launching. So we have a core business, as I said, on Amazon that's doing well, that's profitable, and then as we add on these other pieces, they're accretive. And we can really, the nice thing about the business is we can add them on really with only operational expenses. So we don't have to build facilities, we don't have to take on large headcounts in order to enter these markets. And that's because we use custom manufacturing partners, third-party logistics providers and such, so that while we own the brand, we farm out a lot of the back end. So we will enter these markets and do so profitably right out of the box.
Wow, that's impressive. So Dr. Tobias, was that a brand that was already established with a clientele in Germany that you've now transformed into North America, or did you acquire the brand and then build the clientele on Amazon?
So the founder of the business was named Dr. Tobias Ida. He's a German national who built the business from Germany, but only in the United States and only online. So he was visionary enough to understand some of those macro trends I spoke of.
Sure.
The United States being the largest market in the world for supplements. And he was an innovator who did a great job of establishing and building a brand, which we bought. So our goal is to obviously enhance that, to expand it, to bring some additional levels of discipline and corporate governance to that business that weren't maybe there when we took it over, which we've done. And then to expand globally and to take that model, that cookie cutter, if you will, and take it into other jurisdictions.
Wow. Okay, so as Dr. Tobias brand exists now, what is its competitive differentiator relative to the rest of the world of nutritional supplements?
So obviously it's a very crowded space. So I mentioned earlier the enteric-coated fish oil. That's a big differentiator with consumers. It's an unusual format to take a soft gel and to enteric-coat it.
Enteric-coated, what does that mean exactly?
It's a coating.
Okay.
Essentially.
Enteric-coat.
Enteric. So it's an overlay on, the product is a soft gel or a liquid gel as some people call it. So a two-piece gelatinous capsule that's put together with a liquid in the middle that contains the good stuff, the omega-3. And then the embodiment is coated. And your grandmother probably took cod liver oil, or
she tried to make me take it.
People for generations have understood, and there's been studies of late that have pointed to the value of omega-3s in your diet. So it's a very popular product. But one of the downsides is the taste and what they call the fishy afterburp. So that product, for example, has some real product qualities we like. So that and others on our platform have tremendous followings. If you look at Amazon.com, for example, you'll see our colon cleanse has 20,000+ reviews and a 4.5-star rating. Our fish oil has over 12,000 reviews and a 4.5-star rating. These are like currency on Amazon because there's still a community there.
Right.
So people come on to buy for the first time, perhaps a consumer that's been buying at a store, comes to the Amazon platform, and one of the things they want to look for is that comfort that the people that have gone before them have had good results with these products.
Yep.
So certainly Amazon is a platform on which you can advertise and promote your products and pay for placement. But what you can't do is buy reviews and ratings. So these products give us a real leg up in that environment.
So the product is already naturally got traction with its audience due to that must work.
Well, yes. Consumers love these products.
They have clean colons, among other things. Okay, well that's great. Well, so that's really intriguing, David. We'll leave it there for now, but I would love to have you back and learn more about this as the story unfolds, especially as to see how you integrate it with the evolving cannabis opportunity as federal deprohibition comes. So thanks very much for joining me, and we'll have you back.
My pleasure. Thank you.